seconds.
Yeah, extremely intuitive. And the reflexes are always on point.
How many more shots you want?
Whatever he wants to be a counter puncher.
Watch your hands, no hold. What's going on?
I got to tell you, I'm impressed with David trying to at least take the fight to boots. An uppercut right there from David.
Only a 4-week camp for Avanesian. He said, hey, look, I don't care.
So after Jaron Ennis knocked out David Evanasian quicker than Crawford did, he called out Terence Bud Crawford to get some smoke. He said he want to fight Crawford next. That's who he want, or he want to go for undisputed. However, he let it be known he want to try some of that Bud. He already booed up, ready to go. Well, the Saudi Prince Turki let it be known he's ready to make Jaron Ennis' wish come true like Santa Claus. Turki told Jaron Ennis and Eddie Hearn he wants to make Crawford versus Jaron Ennis fight next. Perhaps Canelo is asking for too much money to fight Crawford. So this is the second best option for Terence Bud Crawford. You got Jaron Ennis, a hot star in the making, and obviously the pound-for-pound #1 king, Terence Bud Crawford. Will Crawford remain king, or will it be passing of the torch to Jaron Ennis? Well, Turki, just like the rest of the boxing fans, he want to find out, as he revealed to Eddie Hearn, Jaron Ennis, and to the boxing world that he want to make the fight come to fruition. He want to see the fight. Where Turki said, quote, I just reached out to boxers Jaron Ennis and Eddie Hearn to congratulate him on his win, and I would love to see Ennis in a fight with Crawford at weight 154 soon. End of the quote. Oscar De La Hoya then said, please, Crawford and Virgil Ortiz will destroy Boots. Ha 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 ha. Turki responded by saying, let's see. One thing for sure and two things for certain. Inside of that squared circle, that ring is the truth teller. It's not opinion-based, it's fact-based. What's been missing in the sport of boxing is a boxing league, just like the NBA, just like FIFA, just like the NFL, just like any sport. Boxing is the only sport where fighters could protect their O, trying to be Floyd Mayweather, without taking on the challenges that Floyd Mayweather took. Due to that, we don't see the best fight the best on consistent basis, since fighters end up hiding behind promoters, picking and choosing the style of fight they think they can fare better against. In other words, cherry picking. Canelo Alvarez, for example, has been spoiled. He doesn't want to fight David Benavidez. And he don't have to, because the boxing world can't force him to do so. There isn't a league that if Canelo is not a part of, he's not really recognized as one of the faces. So hopefully the Saudi Prince Turki, he can put something together like that, and that's what they're planning on. We shall see if Turki can pull that off. That will be historical. That will make boxing the best sport in the world, the greatest sport in the world yet again. Just like it once was when Muhammad Ali, the golden era, was around. In this era, old media be painting the agenda on who the best is while protecting those fighters. For example, Crawford, they have been keeping him under the shadows, pretending as if he wasn't pound-for-pound #1 for the past decade. Every fighter, old media said they were pound-for-pound #1. Over Crawford, the likes of Kovalev, Gennady Golovkin, Roman Gonzalez, Lomachenko, Canelo Alvarez, every single one of them already lost. However, the face that remained in the sport of boxing as undefeated, fighting the best and knocking out the best. He's not just pound-for-pound #1, he's also pound-for-pound one of the best finishers, if not the best finisher in the entire sport and of all time. They still pretend until this day that Bud is not him, that he's not the king of boxing, pound-for-pound #1, the undisputed king. Even after Crawford showed what kind of level he was on against Errol Spence. Even before that, when he knocked out Sean Porter, someone that never lost before by knockout. He gave everyone hell until he fought Bud. These are the politics of boxing. These are the double standards. For Crawford, it's been triple, quadruple standards, since he already showed us time and time again for the past decade what time it is against Benavidez, against Gamboa, Jeff Horn, Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Postal, Flex Diaz, etc., etc., etc. Crawford may have to prove it one more time by fighting Bruce Ennis. Terence Bud Crawford team already let it be known they willing to fight Jaron Ennis if the money is right. That's why they want to fight Canelo. However, if Canelo doesn't fight them, then they will fight Jaron Ennis if the money is right. Well, Turki said that's the fight he wants to make as well, if Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to fight Bud. If we're looking at the boxing landscape, the toughest fight for Crawford will be Canelo Alvarez at the moment in time, since Crawford has to move up 3-weight divisions. That's it, that's all. However, when it comes to a fighter that's in Crawford division or around it, that will be Jaron Ennis. Before, I used to think Jaron Ennis is a better version of Crawford in the making. So as soon as Crawford leaves the game, we got another Crawford entering the game. However, after the massacre Crawford put on Errol Spence, that changed my opinion. But I was still high on Jaron Ennis until his last fight against David Evanasian. I didn't like how Jaron Ennis was getting hit too much consistently. Even though Crawford had bad performances himself against Mean Machine and few fighters like that, Crawford never looked that vulnerable to me, nor he was getting hit consistently flush the way Jaron Ennis was. Plus, Crawford, he tries to figure you out first. Once he got your number, it ain't nothing you can do to stop him. Meanwhile, Jaron Ennis, he has so many tools, he's just trying a bunch of things. A lot of times he's relying on his athleticism instead of his technique, more so like Roy Jones instead of like Floyd. Even though Roy defense was as good as Floyd in his prime, he rarely got hit. So certain things like that, how Jaron Ennis approaches the fight, that will get him in trouble against Terence Bud Crawford. I actually would rather see Jaron Ennis fight Virgil Ortiz than the winner of that can fight Crawford. Either way, if we get Crawford versus Canelo or Crawford versus Jaron Ennis, both of these are great fights. Certainly, Jaron Ennis has the best chance of causing the upset at the moment in time still, even with the weaknesses he showed his last fight. But don't get it twisted. If Jaron Ennis ever tries to make it a dog fight the way he did against David Evanasian to prove a point, I'm telling you right now, Crawford will walk him into something. Either way, Jaron Ennis is becoming a star, so let's see who Jaron Ennis decides to fight next. Will his performance, him looking a little bit vulnerable, get the welterweight division to finally want to fight him now? Only time will tell. Go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below. And to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.